So I have Hu Tao, Ganyu, and Eula. And if you're debating whether you should pull for her or keep holding strong for a rerun of Hu Tao or Ganyu, then I got you with this video. Hey guys, it's Hyder Sam. I make waifu or meta content, and today I want to talk about Eula and if she's worth pulling for still. It has already been more than a week, and that means the honeymoon phase is over for Eula. All the dance moves and 2 to 5 million damage clickbait videos you've seen, that's all done. Yeah, everyone's over the hype, and we can finally talk about Eula and compare her with Ganyu and Hu Tao without any bias. I think it is important to make a video like this, especially from a free-to-play or light spender perspective, because your primos and money are resources you want to use wisely. You should only be considering these characters if you are in desperate need of a DPS or perhaps wanting to build a consistent second team for Spiral Abyss. So what I'm going to do is talk about pros and cons of Eula and compare them to Hu Tao and Ganyu, and also talk about their weapons and playstyle. When building a Eula team, you must build supports around her that focus on buffing your stats and debuffing enemies. You should not need a sub DPS for Eula team, because Eula is a very consistent DPS where you can switch off of her at any time and set up debuffs or use support skills in your rotations, unlike Hu Tao, where once you activate your elemental skill, you have to stay on Hu Tao for 9 seconds in order to get the most out of her damage before her 7-second cooldown. And then there's Ganyu, where the only annoying thing is charging up her bow, which leaves you vulnerable to get interrupted. But if you have Zhongli shield or something like that, then that shouldn't be a problem, right? Honestly, all three are easy enough to build around in my opinion, but it's up to you. As far as support from what these three can give you, Ganyu would be the top pick because her elemental skill and elemental burst give so much value. With her skill, you can taunt enemies, and with her burst, you can set up a large AoE that can apply consistent cryo debuff. With the right build, you can also have 100% uptime, which is pretty insane considering how much value Ganyu's burst gives you. With Hu Tao, the only off-field support you get is after her skill enters cooldown, you get 12% crit rate for the whole party, and then you can also get Blood Blossom damage. With Eula, well, as far as support, it gets even worse than Hu Tao with almost zero support capability. The only thing she can apply is a physical and cryo debuff and her elemental skill or preemptive elemental burst. I would say Ganyu takes the cake in the support utility category. As far as playstyles, Hu Tao in my opinion has the fastest playstyle, especially with C1. So that's your thing, then go for it. I think her playstyle is very fun. I put Eula in the middle because even if she's the fastest claymore wielder, she's still a claymore wielder at the end of the day. And odds are you're not pulling for the Song of Broken Spines to help you with that attack speed. But I will say she has the most elegant playstyle out of all the three, and there's just something satisfying about killing enemies with Eula. I would put Ganyu as the slowest playstyle because even though she can do the biggest consistent damage out of the three, at the end of the day, she's a bow user. And you're just gonna end up holding charge shots from a distance until enemies die. But if you don't mind that, then go for it. Now let's jump to how free-to-play friendly they are. As a free-to-play, your primos are valuable. And sometimes you can only go for characters and not their signature weapon. For this topic, we're only gonna be talking about the weapons you can craft and no gacha. Ganyu and Eula, in my opinion, are very F2P friendly. Because with Ganyu, the prototype crescent is actually one of her best 4-star weapons, and with Eula, one of her best 4-star weapons is the Snow Tomb Silver, which is craftable when you do some Dragon Spines quest. Also, side note, that Snow Tomb Silver does really look good on her. It fits her aesthetically, and in my opinion, doesn't really matter what kind of weapon you want to min-max. If you're only losing out on like 10,000 from like an R5 prototype archaic or something like that, then I say go with the weapon that looks better, because the prototype archaic kind of ugly compared to Snow Tomb Silver. With Hu Tao, unfortunately, all the craftables suck, and White Tassel is okay, but it's kind of copium actually. The only polearm you can get without spending is probably like a Black Cliff polearm if you have enough Star Glitter from Wishing. But other than that, for Hu Tao, you're gonna have to spend on a Battle Pass or gacha for better weapons. That's the only thing that sucks about getting Hu Tao. So at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. You should never let anyone tell you how to play. If you like Eula, how she looks and plays, then go for it. I'm just giving you my opinion since I have all 3 characters and have played with them a lot already. If I was in need of a DPS, I would pick Eula right now because she's easy to support with 4-star characters and she's so satisfying to play as. Follow my Twitch for cultured streams, or if you want to stop by for any questions about Mono or other waifus, like and subscribe to support this waifu-loving teacher. And remember, waifu over meta, and I'll see you in the next video.